The frequency of an event is the number of times it occurs in a given number of trials of your experiment. Then the relative frequency is going to be the frequency divided by the total number of trials. This is always going to give you a number between 0 and 1. You can think about it as the percentage of the time that that particular event occurs. Let's look at an example. We're supposed to flip a coin 6 times and record the relative frequency of the event heads. So let's assume I've done that, and the coin lands on tails, 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 and then it lands on heads twice, and then tails again. Then the relative frequency of heads is going to be the number of times it lands on heads divided by the total number of flips. So here we're going to get 2 over 6, or 1/3. Now a relative frequency can be written in several ways. It could be written as a fraction, like we did here, or it could be written as a decimal that's going to be between 0 and 1, or as a percentage. Let's check our understanding. An elementary school has the following distribution of students. So it tells us how many kindergartners, first graders, second graders, so on, and we're supposed to find the relative frequency of first graders. Now, in order to find the relative frequency, we need the total. So the total number of students is going to be 117 plus 135 plus 97 plus 106 plus 142 plus 119, and that's going to equal 716. So our relative frequency of first graders is going to be the total number of first graders divided by the total number of students. And the number of first graders, they told us, was 135 over the total number of students, which is 716. Now I'm supposed to write this as a percent rounded to 2 decimal places. As a decimal, it's going to look like 0.1885474. Now to get a percentage, I need to move my decimal place over to the right 2 places. So I'm going to have 18.85474 ... percent. But now it wants us to round that to 2 decimal places. Notice that I switched to percent before rounding. We're supposed to round to 2 decimal places, and so I'm going to look at the next place. And that number is less than 5, and so I'm going to not round up. I'm just going to keep the number that I have, 18.85%.